do education. On the Philippines side, what we aim to do is partly ethics and governance and partly looking at a roadmap for the Philippines, coordinating with the public and private sector in order for us to use AI for development. Regarding the topic in particular, Mr. Chair, if I may continue. Yes, regarding the topic in particular, the AI here, we view it in the Global AI Council, is that AI is used not for good, but for bots or fake news and all of those things. So we believe that if the problem is using AI not for good, then the solution mostly will also be AI to combat it. And that requires resources and knowledge in AI, and that's part of what we're trying to harness.
Yes. So what do you do specifically to combat the wrong use of AI? In particular, the generation of fake news.
Just as a correction, we are just a convener. So the combating of wrong use of AI, I think, is for the CICC under USEC Alex Ramos, and we do coordinate with the ICT and CICC regarding that. What the Global AI Council does is to convene all stakeholders concerned in order to arrive at a roadmap or a solution. So we had the State of the Nation in AI last January. We're going to come up with a Philippine AI report and a Philippine ecosystem directory. But if I may, Mr. Chair, our experience in organizing for a short time a non-profit NGO for AI, I think translates to something that we can use for the Digital Council of the Philippines.
Mr. Chair, does the resource person agree with the idea of the formation of a Digital Council of the Philippines? At first glance?
Mr. Chair, I not only agree, I think it is imperative that this has to be formed at the soonest possible time, because we all can see how the lack of framework where we can at least control the proliferation of misinformation, and it seems that our existing laws and systems are not enough to do that. So this kind of council is really needed yesterday. So we definitely espouse this, Mr. Chair.
In your view, Mr. Chair, how can we strike a balance between using AI to combat fake news and also the idea of the Digital Council of the Philippines and safeguarding rights such as the freedom of expression and privacy? Do you think these are two reconcilable concepts?
Yes, because in our history, we already have self-regulatory organizations that are doing that. As you have mentioned, Mr. Chair, the KBP and the former ad board, which is now the ASC, and also, I mean, I would go to the extent of even our Philippine Stock Exchange is actually a self-regulatory organization. So definitely, first, it has to be voluntary. Second, there has to be a trust mechanism, meaning if you comply with the criteria that is being set upon you, then you have some sort of, Better Business Bureau brand, no? And then there has to be an element of complaint reportorial system, wherein for those who do not voluntarily register and they actually violate some of these criteria, there is a mechanism for the damaged public or damaged parties to be able to complain. And if the members themselves who are having themselves part of the council, there is also a mechanism for complaint.
Mr. Chair, actually the one of the objectives of this Digital Council of the Philippines is to report fake news to the major social media platforms. So the action, the final action would be taken actually by the social media platforms, and that would include also those who may not want to join the Digital Council of the Philippines if they are reported to have generated fake news. So I think that purpose is also met by the creation of this council. May I proceed, Mr. Chair, to the next resource person, who is from the CICP, or the Creators and Influencers Council of the Philippines, who, by the way, are going to hold their general meeting and their induction of officers this afternoon. Ms. Aye Ubaldo. Mr. Chair, may I proceed? Yes, okay. So now I would like to find out, how many members does the CICP have?
Right now, we would have about 100. Of course, the goal is to have more.
Yes. How do you encourage content creators to join your ranks?
Okay. I'd like to also say that we categorize them. So if you're a content creator, which is a very, very vast...
Could you come closer to the mic? Thank you. Or pull the mic
very
closer.
Short. So,
Sorry.
So we categorize them. So we have them as independents. We have them as brands. What we call clients. These are the, let's say, the Nestle's, the Colgate-Palmolives. So they're called brands. And then we have agencies. So these are the advertising agencies that have departments, or they have sections that are for public relations, influencers, and
Okay.
creators.
Ms. Ubaldo, may I find out what was the reason why you formed the CICP?
Because we knew that it was going to be a growing industry. And there were already a lot of signs, as much as, back in, let's say, the late 90s or early 2000s, we knew that the internet was really going to be big. And, so when you do look at digital trends, you get to realize what are the next big thing. And we in the digital industry, or speaking as myself, as, I come from a marketing communications background. So that's kind of what we need to do.
Yes. Is responsible and is the responsible practice of content creation among your objectives in this group?
Specifically for CICP, definitely, but specifically for the industry that we're in, which is the marketing communications industry. For 50 years, we've been under self-regulation. Okay, and that's very sustainable. It's very agile. It's really needed to be.
Mr. Chair, do you
up-to-date.
have a code of conduct or code of ethics that you practice?
Yes. We have a mission and vision, and even the industry itself, yes.
And what do you do to members who do not comply with your code of conduct, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry. Mr. Chair, as you've also mentioned, and as Anton has also mentioned, even if you are not part of the industry, let's say you're not a member, you are actually responsible to know what's going on and be able to be sanctioned and accept penalties. So it's just like the law. Even if you are ignorant of the law, you are committing a crime that you don't know. So I think that industries like ours and the proposed digital council, being self-regulating, can also impose upon those that are not members.
So may I know your opinion about the formation of a digital council of the Philippines?
Well, definitely, I believe that it's a good idea. If you don't mind, Mr. Chair, if I can say something, I was really listening. This is the first time that I'm here in this kind of forum, and I was really, really listening to the previous speakers. And if I may say so, I find that there's really a lot of silos, a lot of people wanting to do the same thing. And, the gentleman from the PCO said that there has to be collaboration with the justice system and the PCO. And then I heard another resource speaker from Davao, Mr. Mata, say something that there's a need to collaborate with the KBP, and the KBP is one of the founders of the Ad Standards Council, of the regulating body, actually. So yes, I believe that creating a digital council can really tide us through all of these silos.
Yes, thank you very much for your opinion.
Thank
I would also like to reiterate that ideally this Digital Council of the Philippines will be apolitical, impartial, which is one of the fears expressed by one of our resource persons. And I believe that this is possible because I believe also that there is strength in unity,